Relation Basketball Association. It is, yes sir, we are here, conference finals. Devin Chambers of CB Canarius ready to go. Yes sir, let me get them hashtag Noti gang in the building. This one is going to be a doozy, guys. You do not want to miss this one. Let me get this out in the chat. But you got the MVP Ariel Savario taking on that big three of HTA. And boy, have the playoffs been a movie. But we got more to come, man. There's been a lot going on in the Moolahverse, man. Things are heating up and expanding very, very quickly, guys. Things are expanding very, very quickly at a rapid pace. You gotta love it. Let me know if the audio sounds good, guys. Let me know if the audio is alright. Let me get a hashtag OT1 to break the ice. Yes, sir. Sideline reporters getting ready to go. My guy Kennard rolling in the building. Who is in the house with me, guys? My guy Makai Kelsey, a.k.a. the Drip God, Trevon Grayson. Oh, yeah. Things are heating up. The OT1 playoffs is in full effect. Conference championships. We got the MVP Ariel Savario taking on the big three of Hopel Tel Aviv, man. And I don't even know how to call this one. Let me know in the chat who y'all got. Who do y'all got? Game one tipped off. There we go. It is CBC winning the tip. Ariel Savario with the rock. The Cookie Monster wants the screen from Chambers. The Cookie Monster to Jaden Blue in the corner. The young sharpshooter misses the first one. But we know how dangerous this young cat can be. Giddy with the rock, Giddy to Fields. Fields is surveying the floor, and this is only game one of a 5-game series, but you know things are going to heat up very quickly. McGrady to Giddy. Giddy forces the shot. Tom Ellis Jr. says no, no. CBC known for their defense, and they are not playing around. Shout out to my guy Michael Simmons checking in. Slicko Mode is also in the building, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Yes, sir. Again, the Cookie Monster to his Jaden Blue early, and why not? He was hot in the last game, but right now, starting off 0 for 2. Giddy to Fields. Fields, tough three, off the mark. Tom Ellis Jr. fighting for the rebound. And Tom bringing it up. Tom gets it up to Jaden. The young Blue gets a step back three. That is too easy. He's 0 for 2, but trust me, he won't miss that look if you back up that far. And Jaden Blue gets himself in a book with that one. And that's actually the first points of the night for both teams. Shady McGrady in the building. Giddy trying to get through that lane, but he's blocked. Chambers moving it. Chambers, nice pass to Tom Ellis, but good defense from Shady McGrady. Webster on a follow, and let's see what we got here. Bomba in the building. Shout out to my guy Mongoose. Bomba. Webster trying to thug Codwell in the paint there, and Codwell is going to be charged with the foul. Let's see if Webster can count these pennies.
Shoot two.
First free throw is good. Pardon, guys, has some things going on in the background. But it is Tel Aviv with the rock. Both teams really forcing shots. Both teams really forcing shots. I'm not liking the forcing of the offense that I'm seeing right now from both teams. However, as these teams get comfortable, I know we're going to see a lot more scoring. Only 5-0. We played through 3 minutes of play. So both teams really trying to fill each other out right now. Wait, and we might have been, is it 10 minutes or 12 minutes? Can't remember. But both teams filling each other out. Not too much scoring going on right now.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Pardon me, guys. So much going on once it's game time. But we're back in a booth. OJ, the juice man, shot no good. Webster corrals the rebound up, and he is fouled. Going to the penny counter. You know I could snap back into it like it's nothing to it. Let me get a hashtag can't stop greatness in the chat. You know how we rockin', man. Hit that like button if you haven't already. It's your boy Kamish Moolah here in the Booth Conference Championship Liddy. I wasn't gonna let nothing stop me today, y'all. They've been trying to get to me all day before I got to the booth. The demons was calling. But you know how we rock here in the SBA. Once we get into the Moolah verse, man, we invincible. We invincible once we get to the Moolah verse. Whether you at work, whether you watching anything, it's like once you tap into a Moolah verse event or game, it's like a force field that just gonna protect you from all the bad vibes. So shout out to you guys. Let me get a hashtag Moolah verse in the chat. You know how we rockin'. Webster with the rebound off the mark, 21-11. CB Canary is starting to take control here in this first quarter. 1 minute left. Strickland, three-pointer. He can shoot that, and it is good. 14-21, 7-point game in favor of CB Canarius. Shout out to my guy Pharaoh Reigns in the chat. Shout out to my guy Party Tom, Patrick Vince. Shout out to my guy Ash Erickson, Mongool Bomber, Shady McGrady. Yes, sir. The Moolahverse community is deep. The Moolahgins is out here. Tate with the rebound. Shout out to my guy Baba in the building. One of the Moolahverse OGs, Duke, in the building as well. Shout out to my guy Pharaoh, man. You know how we rock. Pharaoh gots to get the work in, and oh my God, Verdi with the beautiful Euro step here in the Euro portion of our lead. Nice move right there. The Juice Man trying to force things in the paint, but that one off the mark. Barker with it, three-pointer, that can go. No good. And Hopeful Tel Aviv coming alive at the end of that first quarter. It was looking like CBC was drawing that separation up double digits, but Hopeful Tel Aviv closed right in, focused up, and got themselves right back into this game. Drop those twos in the chat, SBA community. Yes, sir. 16-21. And Ariel Severio is feeling what he is seeing right now. He says, let's go CBC. We know that is our MVP here in the overseas tour, and we gonna treat him like it. Fields with the rock. Fields surveying the floor. Fields the giddy midi. Too easy, but he misses. Keith though, and they call him Chief Keith. There with the putback, kind of really earned that name, because I feel like Hopeful Tel Aviv hasn't really had that backbone, but in these playoffs, man, Keith has definitely stepped up in the Juice Man, hitting the three from Jamaica, knocked down. The sharpshooter, of course, out of Jamaica, OJ Alberger, showing you how it goes down. Giddy with the rock. Giddy to Wendell. Wendell trying to answer right back. Nice look, but ew. Let me get a hashtag ew in the chat. Hit nothing but the backboard on that shot. No, Wendell Fields is more than capable of hitting, but that time could have built the projects with all those bricks. OJ, the Juice Man, trying to show him how it's done in the Juice Man again with back-to-back threes. Shout out to the Juice Man. He came to play tonight. He was ready to go. I saw him post earlier, so he definitely was feeling in the SBA spirits. And here he goes, giving Hopeful Tel Aviv a hard time right now. Wendell Fields gets his own board, and that's the little guy screwing in the light bulb with that one. Juice with the rock. Juice to Severio. Severio, nice cross. Smitty in the no good. Yes, sir. We got us a goodie. 7-point matchup. Yes, sir. Giddy trying to find a shot, tries to go off the glass, no good. CBC Canarius defense is gonna hold up the Cookie Monster to Tom, the nice move in the lane, 29-20. And now HTA is gonna want to talk it over after the sweet layup from Tom Ellis Jr. Tom Ellis Jr. really stepping it up in these playoffs, becoming one of those role players that CBC can rely on down the stretch of these playoff games. Gotta love the presence of Tom Ellis Jr. and what he's been able to bring to the table. HTA, let's go in the chat by the PV party time. Patrick Vince. And Patrick Vince, we all know, was in a hospital. Our God, man, is dealing with some tough times, but the league definitely stepped up and showed their support for PV. And you gotta love the camaraderie here in this league as the user Jamal Giddy knocks down a three-pointer from the top of the key. Swiss cheese, nothing but net. And Giddy's so dangerous when he has room at that three-point line. You gotta close out on him. And the Cookie Monster with the nice entry pass. Webster almost lost it, but got it back. And Webster with the tough layup over Mr. Carl Keefe. And Chad, I'm gonna call them both. But and one, Jamal Giddy going right at the MVP, Ariel Savario. And this is a matchup to watch. The MVP up against a very competent shooting guard in Jamal Giddy. This kid, Jamal Giddy, can really do it all. He led the league in assists. He can knock down that three-pointer, as you've seen earlier, very comfortable. And I'm telling you, if you need a bucket, you can really go to this kid. So it's going to be interesting to see this two-guard matchup here in these conference championships. Hopu Tel Aviv, really the Cinderella story, if you ask me, of these overseas playoffs. But we know that the overseas tour was super competitive, so not a surprise. Tom Ellis Jr. missing that three-pointer. He can knock that down, but Giddy now in transition. Giddy looking to take advantage of the smaller guy on him. They switch, put Tom Ellis on him, and now Fields with the rock. Fields being guarded by the Cookie Monster. Giddy gets it back off of a little wraparound, but that one is off the mark. Webster to Ariel. Ariel to Tom, and Tom Ellis Jr. with the slam. Way to put it together right there. Really taking it right to HTA right now. And CBC with a comfortable lead with 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. Nice pick and pop from Giddy to Codwell. And that's why Giddy led the league in assists. Just got such a good feel for the game, man. He got a good feel for where his teammates are going to be. And he's been making people pay all year. And there goes the Cookie Monster with the tough lane and one. This is why he was the MVP. This guy gets it done on both ends of the floor. And when his team needs timely baskets, Ariel Savario, the Cookie Monster, steps up and gets it done. Can he convert the three-point play? Free throw on its way, and it is good. Bobbles home, 36-29. SBA community, hit that like button if you haven't already. Turn me up in the booth. Giddy tried to go to that pick and pop again. Nothing doing this time. Gets it to Fields now. Fields with 5 seconds. He wants a screen. No. Gets it back to Giddy. Giddy, tough three. Don't like the selection, but Codwell with a rebound. And Cole Codwell, the other half of that Real Madrid trade. And Hopu Tel Aviv got to feel like they won that trade. Nice move from the Cookie Monster. Putting up the Must be some chipping and some talking going on. Not starting off too hot, but after that basket, letting Giddy know, I'm still here. Hush your mouth. And Ariel Savario on the break again. Devin Chambers, is it a charge? Yes, it is. Chad Keefe getting in good position in transition. and taking that charge right there. That's just beautiful defense right there. Gotta love the effort right there from Chief Keef. Jamal Giddey with the rock. Giddey surveying the floor. Giddey to Fields. Fields looked like he wanted the screen. Denies it though, and I don't like the shot selection there. A lot of ill-advised contested shots in this one, but I guess it's a testament to the tough defense. Almost got one to go right there from the corner from Jaden Blue, but off the mark. And Giddey now trying to take advantage of the big man on him. Webster guarding Giddey. That's a mismatch, but Giddey has to give it up. Webster did a good job, but gets it back. Giddey, three-pointer corner, good. Trying to give Giddey the room. Know that quick first step could be dangerous. Having a big step out. Thought he could close out in time, but Jamal Giddey is tough. And Ariel Severio trying to break down Giddey, but Giddey with the good defensive effort. And this is what I'm telling you. Giddey just has a good all-around game. And trust me, him and Ariel Severio is going to be a matchup to watch. Another pick and pop right there. Almost fumbled the bag with that one. Forcing it, and CBC is in his pocket. The MVP with a spin. Gets it to Tom. Tom making room in the lane, but Tom missing. And Cole Caldwell with it now. Pushing up the break for HTA. Jamal Giddey gets stopped right in his tracks by the Cookie Monster. Wendell Fields going to force up another one. And I do not like the shot selection of Wendell Fields in this one. He is forcing up some ill-advised shots, and so is the Cookie Monster. But Tyrone Webster there for the cleanup for CBC. This is a very tough, chippy game right now. Both defenses making it really, really hard. HTA wants to talk things over, but let me know who you guys got. Right now, 6 points, only the difference between these teams. But, man, are they competing. Right now, it's really the defenses that are showing me something. Would like to see, you know, these offenses catch a groove and string together some, you know, some better shots, better execution. I'm seeing a lot of forced efforts out there. And I guess that's just a testament to both of these teams playing terrific defense. But definitely want to see that offense open up, man. That's what sells the tickets here. So, 40-34 here with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. And let's see, SBA community, if these teams can start putting some points on the board. 12 viewers live. Hit that like button. If you're new, be sure to check us out on Instagram at SBA.2K or drop a comment below to join our Discord, man. You don't want to miss any of the action here in the Simulation Basketball Association. Strickland, step back, no good. Chambers trying to skip through the lane. Chambers, tough layup, no good. And that's a good defensive effort right there from HTA. Strickland with a nice pass, and Verney with the tough finish. Dane Verney, so tough. Check this replay out on the mobile one drive. Beautiful pass from Strickland right there. And then Verney just thugging his way through the lane for the tough basket. 4 points, the difference in this game. The young Jaden Blue with the rock hasn't been hot as we've seen from him in the last series. In the first half of the last series, Jaden Blue was on one. But he's cold in this one. However, his team has the lead, so isn't affecting him too much. 2 free throws on the way from Webster. Now let's see if he can count his pennies. Speaking of which, Penny Ocean in the building. Shout out to my guy Penny Ocean in the chat. I know you guys liked how I segued into that. Look, guys, man, I done became an announcer in 4 months, guys. Don't let anybody tell you it isn't possible. I've never announced games really, you know, seriously up until 4 months ago when I decided to, you know, give this league thing a shot and take it serious. And here we are, SBA. I think I'm pretty much doing a good job. Heard some other sim leagues out there. They ain't really cutting it. Nah, let me stop though. Webster with the free throw, and it is good from the penny counter. 6-point lead in favor of CBC. Shout out to my guy, the 5 show in the building. Shot from Barker. And Barker with the beautiful shot from the key. Middy's good, and look, both teams, one shooting 38%, 136. So it's definitely been hard to come by quality shots. But let's see if it opens up. It looks like it is. And Tyrone Webster in that lane with a dunk off of a beautiful pass. I believe that was Battle on the assist. Verney now. Let's see if Verney can answer. Verney had a couple of cool plays. Three-pointer off of the screen, off the mark. Isley, we've seen Isley do some pretty good things too. But, oh no, it's going to get stolen away. Barker with the good defensive effort. And Barker with the alley-oop to Strickland on the break. The Juice Man gotta, control that rock a little better, man. The Juice Man got his pocket picked. And it led to the beautiful alley-oop in transition. Isley looked good in the last game for CBC. Let's see if he can pick up where he left off the screen. Three-pointer, no good. But Webster, another board and another bucket. Tyrone Webster is a problem, ladies and gentlemen. I told you guys. You gotta watch Tyrone Webster. Barker, pardon me, tries another one, but this time from the three-point line at that top of the key. But that one is not gonna go. And now it is Tate with the rock. Tate surveying the floor. Tate gets it to Battle. Battle trying to put a move on. Battle with the beautiful move. And Battle getting himself a bucket off the bench. I like what this bench has been able to put together. Battle looking good. Nice shot right there. Midi cheese. Cheese Louise. Battle. Right back with a tough shot of his own. Oh, you gotta love it. Now things are really starting to heat up. Yes, sir. And oh my God, these guys are going at it. I love the move right there from Strickland. Get to that midi spot. Cha-ching, bada bing. Nice pass right there from the Juice Man. But Tyrone Webster sells the finish. He gotta make that one right there, man. Webster super tough on that defensive end. Got some work to do on the offensive end. But you definitely gotta hit that one. Webster called for the foul. And Hood going to the line for two. Let's see if Hood can make him count from the penny stripe. Shout out to my guys Slicko and J.O. Always going at it. Know that J.O. just pays out. Ladies and gentlemen, he do not choose who gets paid and how they get paid. That is all up to me. I give him the list and he pays out. So if you guys got anything that you think is wrong with the SC, come correct. Count up your screenshots and get with the front office. We'll be happy to chop it up with you about your SC. So if you got any issues, like I said, come correct. Count up your screenshots yourself. Make sure you're prepared. And bring your claim. We'll definitely settle it. The SBA staff does not play. And now we're headed to the half. It is halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see those halves. Check out my guys in the booth looking spiffy. I guess the stripes were a thing. Ernie and Kenny with the stripes. My guy Shaq looking just smooth with it. And CBC really controlled things, man. They really was taking it to the paint, trying to get it going. Tom Ellis Jr. skimming through that lane. Nice little and-one right there. Nice move right there. Take a look at the bracket. Fresh and clean for these conference finals. But hurry. Game one here. I hope you guys are ready. We are one step closer to that OT1 finals. And oh man, I cannot wait. Tyrone Webster 16 and 15 at the half. He is going cuckoo. Jamal Giddey 11-2. Excuse me. Jamal Giddey 11-2 and 2. And let's see if HTA, man, can ignite that fire and try to get this thing turned around in the second half. Threes in the chat. SBA community, drop those threes in the chat. Yes, sir. Fields, three-pointer, good. And that is what Wendell Fields can do off of that screen. A small guy, but a shot creator that, I'm telling you, when he gets a little bit of daylight, and gets to his spot. He makes it happen. Check out HTA bench flexing as Chad Keith meets the Cookie Monster right at the rim, sending that right to his bench. He's beating on his chest as he should. Chad Keith locked in this one. Tyrone Webster, though, still having himself a night. Battle of the bigs. Jaden Blue, tough three. Tough three right there. The man closing out, but the young sharpshooter is definitely going to get one going. He's been pretty cold tonight. Not as hot as we've seen him get in the playoffs. However, that one looked good. And if that's a sign of things to come, HTA is in trouble. Shady McGrady from the corner, no good. Shady McGrady hasn't been really involved in the offense too much in this series. Gotta wonder, is that the defense of HTA, or is it the game plan that HTA went with? I mean, is it the defense of CBC, or is that the game plan of HTA? He's been pretty much quiet. Wendell Fields, Giddy now to McGrady. It looks like now they're trying to go through McGrady, but nothing really doing. Tom Ellis doing his job. We know that Tom Ellis is that lockdown at that 3-4 slot. Ariel Severio floating in the lane, and he looks at the hand as the floater is just Swiss cheese. And that floater becoming a bit of a signature move for the Cookie Monster, but Jamal Giddy silencing the crowd with that one. Jamal Giddy silencing the crowd. Almost an alley-oop, but Codwell says no. Snatched that out of the air in a split second, and a beautiful pass from Wendell to Shady. And Shady with the slam. That was beautiful right there. A beautiful defensive effort, which turned into just beautiful offense. And now CBC wants to talk things over. HTA definitely starting to knock on the door. And shout out to the 18 viewers live. If you are new here, hit that like button. If you haven't already, this is the Simulation Basketball Association. Subscribe to the Moolahverse gaming channel, man, to keep up with all things Simulation Basketball Association. We also have a ton of other content coming you guys' way. We built a super community here in the Moolahverse, and you're not going to want to miss anything, man. Be sure to follow us on IG at SBA.2K, also at Moolahverses, MULAVERSZ on Instagram. Appreciate you ahead of time. We didn't crack that 20 yet, guys, but you know we're almost there. Fields to McGrady. McGrady surveying the floor, gets it to Giddy. Giddy with it, 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Deep three, and that is off. Cookie Monster with a good effort right there. And now the Cookie Monster wants it back. He wants to go right back at Giddy, but the good defense of Giddy forces him to give it up. Severio with the rock, gets it to Jaden Blue. Corner three, no good. And Jaden Blue playing that catch and shoot role here in this game. I don't know if it's serving them too well, but his team has the lead, so it's working for them. And a beautiful move from Giddy. Step back, midi, cheese. And I like how that rhyme, Giddy, step back, midi, cheese. Telling you guys, just too smooth with it. I don't know where this come from, but we gonna keep it flowing. Blue, nice three-point look off the mark. Might have made that shot a little bit more difficult, but who other than Tyrone Webster to clean it up again? I'm almost positive he has 20 and 20 already. Nice move right there from Giddy. Oh my God, but it's off the mark. However, Shady McGrady misses, and Giddy finishing. Giddy is doing all he can to will HTA to this victory. 17 points on 7 of 20 shooting. Not the best shooting night, but the determination of Giddy has been the story for HTA right now, and looked like what could have been an easy assist off of a beautiful pass. Ill winds up behind the rim from Tyrone Webster. That was weird. Shout out to my guy Eddie B in the chat. My guy Eddie B, aka Rolling Woods. And Giddy Give me 3. Jamal Giddey is in his bag now. No A Boogie. And you gotta love it. Ariel Severio trying to answer back. Tough midi. Is such a competitor. Forcing one there, but getting it to go. That shows you how much he's willing to compete. And the Cookie Monster starting to really turn things around. Getting that shooting back on track. Shady McGrady looking to work. I like how McGrady has not been forcing things, but his team is definitely going to need him to be a bit more aggressive. However, right now they are cooking. 14-6 run in the last 3 minutes, and they are within 3 points after that Wendell Fields 3. Jaden Blue to Severio. Severio with the rock. Severio off the screen. Another mid-range look. That was super tough, and it is also off the mark. Giddey with the rock. Giddey in that lane, up and under, foul called. Blue is going to be charged with that one, and Giddey really putting HTA on his back in this game. I am loving the effort from Jamal Giddey. This kid is the epitome of tough, man. Whoa.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Eddie the franchise Bowles. Says great foul, twin, but the first free throw off the mark. Ew. Giddey has to knock that down. He's doing it all right now. But you gotta count your pennies, son. Your pennies is the icing on the cake. Second free throw on its way from Giddey. Can he split? Yes, he does. 62-64. 2-point game in favor of CBC. HTA has worked themselves all the way back in this one. On the back of Jamal Giddey, and another 3 on its way. And Jaden Blue is feeling himself. Coach gave him the green light, and now he is just letting everything go. Coach must have told him, as soon as you get the rock, put it up. After those hot starts in the first round of the playoffs, because this kid is just electric as of late. Ariel, corner 3, no good. Shady McGrady with the board. McGrady bringing it up the floor. McGrady kicks it to Giddey. Giddey to Fields. Fields, 3-pointer on its way, no good. Ariel Severio pushing up the floor. He gets it to Tate. Tate skipping through that. No good. Ew. How do you miss that, Tate? You gotta finish that. Your team is only up 5. Those are crucial baskets. Giddey off the pass from Fields and got a decent look, but even better defense right there from CBC. Jaden Blue with the rock. Blue surveying the floor. Blue off the screen. Mid-range look, leaning off the mark. Shady McGrady with the rebound. Shady, what do you have for us? Shady to Giddey. Giddey trying to put a move on Giddey. Little, oh my God, little hezzy spin into the fade from the mid-range. And Giddey, man, showing us a masterclass right now. But Jaden Blue, step back 3, no luck. Jaden Blue always going for those drifters or those little pull-ups, man, or those little step backs. I want to see him take a few more stationary shots or set his feet and get his feet under him. All of those leaners, man, I think they're a bit unnecessary. 21 viewers live. I need you to hit the hashtag SBA20. You know how we're rocking, guys. Ooh, another one viewers every game. You know, we kind of want to hit that 20 viewer goal at some point, and we have hit it. Let me get the hashtag 20s in the chat. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is the Simulation Basketball Association. Follow us at SBA.2K. Also, follow us at Mula Versus, MULAVERSZ. We got a lot of dope things coming your way, and you don't want to miss anything. Timeout HTA. And we're almost at 30 viewers, guys. Appreciate you for all the love. I need you guys to drop a subscribe if you like what we got going on. The college series are already wrapped up. This is the playoffs of the overseas tour, and we are the fastest growing basketball simulation league there is out there. But that is not where we stop at. We provide a whole ecosystem. We have a football league, wrestling league, and a multitude of other sports pending. So if you don't want to miss anything regarding the Moolahverse, be sure to drop a comment, and we'll let you in the Discord, man. The more the merrier. But hashtag we are simulation in the chat. Also tune into the live chat to check out our user players, man. Yes, sir. Hood on the inbound. Hood to Barker. Barker. Strickland. Strickland three-pointer from the corner off the mark. And Isley with the rebound. Isley surveying the floor. Isley layup through that lane, but off the back. And somehow he's able to keep the possession and draw a foul. What a wacky play there. But it gets done, and Isley headed to the line for two. Big shout out to my guy Honcho in the building, a.k.a. Shah Hall, here on the overseas tour, point guard for Partizan. He's also the head coach in our high school series, man. Also a head coach of Word of God. Be sure to tune into the high school series, man. High school series will be tipping off April 3rd, guys. High school series tips off April 3rd, and you're not going to want to miss any of the high school series 1 action. Isley missing that free throw. Gotta count your pennies. Did not count his pennies. Shout out to my guy Suave as well in the chat, man. The users of the Moolahverse came deep in this one, and Strickland knocking it down. 67-70. I'm telling you, HTA is a tough team, man. These guys could spread the floor, and then they're low-key underrated defenders, but what a move right there from the Juice Man, OJ Alberger. Did you see that shot and kissed it right off the glass? Juice Man, such a dangerous weapon, man. Whether it's off the bench, whether he gets the start, he brings a spark on the offensive end that's tremendously needed. And there the Juice Man goes, finding Tom Ellis for three, and Ellis knocking down that wide open three. CBC creating more of a gap. Strickland trying to close it, and Strickland with another timely basket. This guy Strickland has been playing tremendous, guys. Strickland has really been doing all he can to help HTA stay in this one. But another three on the way from Tom Ellis off the mark, though. I think this crowd would have went crazy had he knocked that one down. Verney with the rock. Verney off the screen. Verney trying to skip through that lane. No luck. Tom Ellis Jr. on the rebound. Tom Ellis Jr. just so talented on both ends of the floor. Also an underrated rebounder. And Tate trying to skip through, but he's going to draw the foul. And he's headed to the penny counter for two. Let's see if he can count those pennies, though. You know they can come back to bite you. 16 seconds left in this third quarter. Tate, what do you got? Free throw is up, and it is no good. Ew. Tate off the mark. My guy Duke said, what's good? Moolahverse house, everything. You know how we rocking, man. Knocking these games out, getting it done. It is a lot to love about what's going on here in the Moolahverse, man. And trust me, you do not want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. 1 second, guys. Fours in the chat. Fours in the chat. SBA community, get those fours up in the chat. Yes, sir. Turn me up. Fours in the chat. Assist of the game right there. Out of all assists, they picked that one. Not gonna hate it though. Shout out to my State Farm guys for the replay. CBC with the rock. Final quarter. Oh, nice move right there from the Cookie Monster. Bobbles Giddy. Gets it to Tyrone Webster. Tyrone Webster trying to dog Keith in the lane. And the refs are going to call a foul on the contact. Webster headed to the line for 2. Yes, sir, Roland. That same thing happened to me, my God. That's crazy. That same thing happened to me. It hurt my heart, too. Boy, did it hurt my heart. Free throw is up, and it is good. Second free throw on its way from Webster. It is up and it is good as well. Bobbles home. 10-point lead for CBC. And CBC has controlled this game. Yes, they have. But HTA has been close the whole game, and Chambers going to get called for a foul there. Not sure if Giddy is doing a good job of selling that one or if that one was actually a foul. I didn't see anything too crazy, but I don't know. Strickland with the rock. Strickland trying to skip through the lane. Strickland skips through, and Strickland has stepped it up big time here in game 1 for HTA. Him and Giddy really been putting on a show, but let's see if it is enough to get HTA over the hump against a very tough and scrappy CB Canarius. Strickland, free throw is up and it is good. Swiss cheese, nothing but net. 74-81. Severio trying to skip through, and there goes the Cookie Monster, the MVP himself. Skipping through that lane in traffic. That was a lot of contact, a lot. The rest made him play through it, and then the will and determination of Ariel just knocking that down. Keith trying to extend his range. No good. Severio. Interior pass. Webster out to Blue, and Jaden Blue, the young sharpshooter, knocks down the 3. And Jaden Blue has been something in these playoffs, guys. Has a lot of maturing to do, but definitely been playing pretty well in these playoffs at the right moment. McGrady with the board. McGrady, can you do something to help your team turn things around? They're going to need something. McGrady hasn't got his number called a lot in this first game. You got to imagine it's because Strickland and Giddy has been taking advantage of this defense. But it may be time for coach to start calling McGrady's number a little bit more, giving him a little bit more opportunities closing in this game. We know he's a very capable scorer. So let's see if coach gives him some more looks. Strickland free throw is good. 85-75. Let's see if he can close this gap. Giddy's going to get a rest. He hasn't been subbed out all game. I can imagine that. Let Strickland eat up some of these minutes, and then about at the 5-minute mark, we'll probably see Giddy coming right back in for Strickland to have the starters close things out. Isley to Blue. Blue with it. Gets it to the MVP. The MVP looking to work against Shady McGrady. McGrady with a good effort, so Blue gets it. Blue likes the shot, but ew. I don't like that long 2 right there. Might as well take the 3 if you're Jaden Blue on that one. Back to 20 viewers. Appreciate you guys for the support, man. The SBA has been on fire. Be sure to keep up with us on Instagram at SBA.2K. We are growing and flowing every day. Trust me, you don't want to miss anything. Let me get a hashtag Our League and hit that like button if you haven't already. Jaden Blue with the rock. Jaden Blue surveying the floor. 7 minutes left. Canary is still with a 9-point lead and flip that. 11 now. 21 points for the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, Ariel Severio. He is 10 of 18 from the field. Tremendously efficient in this one. And you gotta love what you're seeing from the MVP. Shady McGrady calling his own number. Smaller defender on him, but does not take advantage. He's very capable of hitting that shot. However, I don't think he's warm enough. Didn't get his number called too much. And now CBC is starting to cook. Tel Aviv takes a timeout. It was 7 minutes left. That lead is starting to pile and pile and pile. Can HTA answer after the timeout? No, nothing. What's going on, guys? Back at it after the timeout. 15 viewers live. Appreciate you guys for the support, man. I know you guys remember the days when it was just like 8 of us in here thugging it out. Now we're getting 30 viewers, 25. It's just coming and coming, and I love it, man. Appreciate all of our supporters out there. We would be nothing without you, man. Like I said, be sure to stay tuned into the Moolahverse. Tyrone Webster getting the player of the game effort here. This game is still not over yet. Still a lot of time. So hopefully Tel Aviv can still a win here. But the early player of the game favorite is definitely Tyrone Webster. He has about 20 and 20 right now. And I'm just being modest. He has over 20 and 20 right now, if I'm being honest. So Wendell Fields with the rock. Yes, sir. Eli in the building. Big shout out to my guy, Eli. The Mooligans have been going crazy, Eli. 22 viewers live and counting here for the SBA action. I need everybody to spam that like button and hit a subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get to that 1K. Road to 1K here in the Moolahverse. Let me get a hashtag road to 1K, guys. Fields to McGrady. McGrady back to Fields. Fields wants the screen now. Fields, that patent midi of his, rims right out. Rims right out. I know he wants that one back. Good ball movement. And oh my God, did Jaden Blue just knock that one down? That is crazy. Jaden Blue is unconscious from that three-point line right now, and I talked about his first half efforts, but here in the conference championship, it is his second half efforts behind the back. Beautiful move. Isley spot up, and oh, that would have been a highlight. Jaden Blue got to throw that floater up or skip through that lane in that one. We got to see you and that with some sauce. That move was beautiful. And Blue with the steal. Blue trying to take over and seal this victory for his team. Finds Isley in the corner open, and it is good. 19-point lead for CBC with 5:30 left. And it might be over. Some guys are already calling it quits in the chat, saying that it is curtains for Hopeful Tel Aviv. But let's see. Giddy still in it. Giddy still trying to get something going. Giddy working against the Cookie Monster. Giddy's going to force one. Ew. The Cookie Monster sat down on that one, and that's what he does. Pause. That did not sound good, guys. That did not sound good. But on the rebound, Cardwell to Giddy. Moving on. Giddy off the screen. Giddy tries to force the pass again, and Jaden Blue with a second clutch steal. This is what is so dominant about the defense of CB Canarius. All of these guards are super scrappy. Ariel Severio, Jaden Blue, and OJ Albergus, just super defensive guys, man. And this, yo, you guys are clowns, man. I'm trying to keep the composure, keep the announcing going, man. But y'all guys are just killing me in the chat, man. I paused it, bro. In typical New York fashion, I paused that in time, y'all. So y'all gotta cut me some slack. I paused that in time. But back to the announcer voice. Ariel Severio at the free throw line. First one is up and it is good. 96-76. And let's see if he can make this a 21-point lead. Second free throw is up and it is good. 21. Nah, yeah, you know they not gonna let us live, but we still not gonna forget about what you said, J.O. No, nothing was worse than that. We ain't gonna forget about that, but that's for another time. Chief Keef with the putback on that one, 78-97, back to 19, but is 4 minutes enough time for HTA to come back, guys? Tom Ellis with the rock. Tom Ellis to Blue. Blue from the deep blue, but off the mark. However, Chambers with the rebound, but he's going to smoke the finish as well. Shady McGrady pushing it up. Shady, beautiful pass, and Wendell Fields is going to get himself another basket with that sweet layup right there. Good move from the Cookie Monster, but even better defense from Mr. Giddy on that one. 80-97. Giddy now says it's my turn, but he has Chambers on him. Giddy, nothing doing. Got to get the ball moving. Wendell Fields, 3 seconds left. Tries to get the pick and pop, but CBC is meeting them everywhere. Did you guys see that defense? It didn't matter what misdirection screens they set. CBC was not fooled, but HTA not fooled either. And now CBC not fooled once again. Both of these teams are just turning it over. Credit to both defenses in this one, man. Both defenses really not letting up. And there goes the MVP. And that one might be the icing on the cake. The MVP is feeling himself. Another and one for Ariel Severio. And let's see if he can convert the old-fashioned three-point play by knocking down this penny. With Jaden Blue, man, really, you know, in them passing lanes, making it difficult. And this is what you gotta love from CBC. They just pride themselves on that defensive end of the floor, and it has gotten them all the way to the conference finals. The Cookie Monster knocks down the penny. 100-80. 3 minutes left. Let me know in the chat, is there enough time, guys? Giddy mid-range look, and that was an easy one, but off the rim. Giddy no. Ew. And Severio with the beautiful pass to Webster. And now I think this is over, man. This is over. I think the fat lady is singing 102-80. 2:30 left. And I'm just going to say that's all she wrote. No way the MVP and company lets this win out of their sights. Therese McGrady in the chat saying this one hurts, and I bet it does. This one is definitely going to sting. Giddy wants a three. Giddy off the mark, bobbles out. And Giddy is tired, but he's still trying to let these guys have it. I think coach should have called Therese McGrady's number a bit more in this one. If I'm being honest, I just think they should have just went to him a little more. We know that he can overshoot at times, but this was a game where he just wasn't involved enough, if you ask me. Times that they, you know, took that lead, I think they could have capitalized off of some shots for him. Wendell Fields wasn't really feeling it. Giddy wasn't really too efficient neither. They started going to really the bigs. Strickland was hot as well, so maybe that factored into it. And now Ariel Severio trying to get another and one, but they're going to call that one a charge. And with 146 left, 20-point game, I think this one is over, but you never know, man. 20 points is only 10 baskets when you think about it. And that's 10 2-point baskets, so you never know. And there goes McGrady with the slam, and that's what I'm saying, man. You need that type of aggression. You need him going to the paint a little more, if you ask me. I think you need McGrady to really, sometimes, apply pressure to that defense. He's probably one of the only, he's really probably the best slasher on this unit, and they just really didn't utilize that enough. They didn't utilize his shooting either, so want to see them work him into the game plan a little more. Next game, I'm sure that'll be on Coach List after rewatching this, but still a good effort, man, from both teams. CBC's defense is just outstanding, man. You gotta love it. The guy, Eddie, said, get the brooms out already. Jaden Blue. OMG. This young guy came to play tonight. Whoa. And there goes Therese McGrady. It's like Coach hears me, man. It's like the game hears me. What I be saying is like they start to do at the end of the game when it's just a little bit too late. Now they want to go to Mr. Shady McGrady. But there goes Severio with another beautiful look right there. And yep, this is definitely all she wrote. Keith with the rock. Keith to Fields. Fields deep. Leaner. Air. Ball. Ew. That was very ugly. And yes, this is going to be a good series, Slicko. But as it looks right now, Canarius is going to be leading the series 1-0. Of course, this is a best of 5. So a first to 3 wins. But let's see how this pans out. Giddy 3. Knocks it down. Easy. And I'm loving all the engagement, loving the numbers, man. We have been doing our thing as a community. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the action here in the SBA. Hope Tel Aviv is going to lose game 1, and CBC is going to go on to 1-0 here in this series in the conference finals. So it's going to just be interesting to see, man, who can really pull themselves away. This was a big time punch landed by CBC to get this game won. But I know that I know that Hope Tel Aviv has no quit in their blood. They've been the Cinderella story of this overseas tour playoffs. And I don't think they plan on stopping here, but they had no answer for that man right there, Ariel Severio. And they also didn't have an answer for Tyrone Webster. Ariel Severio with a near triple-double performance. 28 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. 12 of 24 from the field, 0 for 1 from the three-point line. But the Cookie Monster was in his bag. Also, Tyrone Webster was doing his thing, 24 and 20. And we don't know him to be too much of a scorer, but we know those rebounds and those blocks are his thing. But 24 points, 20 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block on 7 of 10 shooting is outstanding. 10 of 10 from the penny counter. SBA coaches take note. SBA organizations take note. The draft is coming, and I'm pretty sure Webster will be declaring. And when a big man can shoot 10 for 10 from the penny counter in a semi-finals matchup, come on. Come on, that speaks for itself. Do I even got to say any more? Jaden Blue, 16 points, 1 rebound, 9 assists for the young sharpshooter. And yes, he didn't have the best day from the field, but he got it done on the defensive end. 3 very timely and important steals. 6 of 20 from the field. 4 of 13 from the three-point line. And the young Jaden Blue is just outstanding, man. I don't think that these numbers from the field do him any justice. If you watch the game, you will definitely see the importance of every shot he made and all of the defensive things that he was able to do outside of those steals that show up on the stat sheet 14 points for the Juice Man, and I think it was a pivotal night for him as well. Only got 14 minutes, but had 14 points in those 14 minutes, and he was really dialed in, man. I'm not sure why he only played 14 minutes. Gotta see, was it somebody else that was doing something on the other end that kind of, went into his minutes? Might have been this Tom Ellis Jr. shift. I did see him playing a little bit more small forward. I did see he got more minutes, but maybe they went there for defense. But either way it goes, them working in OJ the way they did, it worked out well, and the Juice Man paid them in dividends. So big shout out to the Juice Man. Shout out to CBC as well, Tom Ellis Jr. and company. Not going to go over all of the generic guys, but we're going to make sure our stat guys get what they need. You know how we rocking. Big shout out to my guys. Let me get a hashtag stats in the chat if you're still rocking with us. Olin does not play. Olin does his thing. He's been keeping us right all year. He is one of the most committed guys here, and I just got to give a hats off to my guy Olin, man. Does so much for the league, supports this league tremendously, and he's a big part of why the SBA is even possible and a thing. So big shout out to my guy Olin. Big shout out to the stats department. And on the other end, the losing team, Hopeful Tel Aviv, Jamal Giddey was trying to do all he could. I think he caught Superman syndrome, though, and forced things in the second half. Maybe, want to see him get more into that playmaking bag. 28 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Not bad, but 11 for 32. Got to do better than that. Also 4 for 13. Could definitely shoot it better than that. 17 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists for Wendell Fields. 7 of 21 from the field, 3 of 10 from the three-point line. And Wendell Fields is just a superb talent, man. This kid could get it done from 3 levels. But it was just tough, man. The scrappy defense of CBC made it very, very tough on this guy. And, this is definitely not the last of Hopeful Tel Aviv. I don't think that they're going to get swept in this one. They are very good. And I think they show flashes of, some good defense. So I think they're going to be able to, drown CBC in some dry spells at time and take advantage with their offense. So I think we're in for a treat this series. Garrett Strickland, big time piece off the bench for Hopeful Tel Aviv. Should have even got more time. 17 points for him. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from the three-point line, 3 of 3 from the penny counter. Gotta love the effort. And then Therese McGrady, 6 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 of 6, 0 for 1 from the three-point line. And this is what I mean, man. You gotta get Therese McGrady more involved here. 31 minutes and only took 6 shots. This is not gonna do it. This is a guy who was top 5 in scoring at a point during the season. Came to Hopeful Tel Aviv, and he's just been showing flashes. He's been inconsistent since he got here. I think, it has to do with the chemistry, but these guys got to get it together on the fly. They're in the semifinals. Chemistry can't be an excuse or they'll be home. So, got to find a way to get this guy involved more. But, Carl Keefe, 6 points, 12 rebounds. Really couldn't do much with Tyrone Webster, if I'm being honest. We've seen Carl Keefe give, other guys a run for their money, other pretty good bigs a run for their money. So that should say a lot about Tyrone Webster. However, there's only one game in the series, and I'm pretty sure that Carl Keefe and Webster is going to go at each other. Also, Cole Caldwell is going to do his thing as well. Really that stretch big, but also has good size, can bang with you down low. So, we just got to keep everything flowing and going, man. Hopeful Tel Aviv has some questions to answer in the next game and has to do some type of soul searching so they don't get too far behind in this one. But, yeah, man, appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Let us get all of these stats in. This was a good game, though, man. Truly appreciate in for the user guys. You know how we do. But after those highlights, I'm going to leave you guys in the team stats. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned. More semifinals action picking up, if not tomorrow, definitely the day after. SBA Select versus Virtus. Be sure to stay in tune for that one. Like I said, if you're new here, drop a comment to join the Moolah verse, or the SBA, however you like it, man. We got all that you need. We are your one-stop shop for simulation gaming. So be sure to tap in with us here at the Moolah verse, man. Get in our Discord ASAP. A lot of fun things going on. A lot of fun things going on. How to get Tyrone Webster's highlights. I know he's not a user, guys, but he went crazy. So you never know when we're gonna use this. Might want to use this for some pre-draft stuff, or just some draft stuff for the Combine Series as well. So also stay tuned for that Combine Series. Stay tuned for Combine Series after overseas tour. That the high school series is beginning soon. So while the high school series is running, we will be getting into the Combine and getting ready for those pros. So like I said, just a lot of exciting things, on the way for the SBA. This is only season 1. Only season 1, guys. You're not going to get this much detail, this much depth, this much activity at this rate in any other league outside of the SBA. And you're really not going to get it anywhere outside of the Moolahverse. So be sure to join the Moolahverse, man. Follow us on Instagram at sba.2k and also at MULAVERSESZ. Moolah versus on Instagram. Like I said, don't want to miss anything, guys. Fastest growing simulation community out there now. Can't just say league. Shout out to my guy, the Norway Nightmare, but definitely got to add that community. Can't say league, just league anymore. Because we have taken the simulation world by storm, man. Full-on ecosystem. We're going to have a multitude of games and sports with our simulation style. So stay tuned, man. We're going to have it all on the channel. Going to have it broken up in seasons. And you're going to be able to really just tune in and watch as you please. So, stay locked in with us. Stay tapped in. We're going to keep it growing and flowing. It's your boy, Kamish Moolah. Like I said, after these highlights, man, we're going to leave you in the team stats. Yeah, man, check you guys in the Discord. I'm definitely going to check you guys in the Discord. So if you guys want to get into VC or something, we definitely could do that tonight. Got this game done pretty early. So, yeah, man, let's get in the Discord, chop it up. I'm not in no rush, but depending on the activity, how many guys I see in there, I'll definitely jump in and chop it up with you guys. But if not, I'll definitely be in there to chat, drop some messages in the chat. A lot of exciting things on its way. We're also going to get those pictures out, guys. I know I haven't sent out the pictures at the usual rate, but guys wasn't utilizing a lot of the pictures. I took in over 4,000 pictures, and guys may have used 100 in total. So, I'm going to keep the pictures coming, but I just didn't think it was that deep because I haven't seen too many guys using the pictures. So, I was trying to make sure I got the pictures out to the active guys, but, or the guys that was actually using them. But, I'll definitely be sure to get those pictures out to you guys. That won't be a problem. Like I said, there just wasn't too many people using them, so I wasn't trying to waste my time taking a million pictures. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's your boy, Kamish Moolah. Be sure to follow us on IG at SBA.2K. Also, man, drop a comment here in the YouTube if you need to just tap in, see what we got going on in the Moolahverse, man. The Moolahverse is a full-fledged simulation community, man, where, it's just our world, man. I call my guys the Moolahgins. I call my community members the Moolahgins, man. It's our world. We provide the platform as a staff, and then, you guys just live in it how you see fit. We're going to do some things with just different titles in a simulation style. So if you're interested in that thing, man, just tune in. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's your boy, Kamish Moolah. Peace.